What is going on, guys? It's your boy Max here with another video, and in today's video we are back with the I want my, that's a bit lame. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Max here with another video, and in today's video we are back with the FAMU content. It is officially the end of this semester, meaning we are like I was saying, we are back with the FAMU content. It is officially the end of my first semester at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, October 3rd, 1887. But
period.
The incoming class of FAMU 27 is about to come to college. And before I get to college, I was looking at videos. How does this look? What do I do? I'm nervous. So I got y'all. Y'all been hitting me up all year saying my videos have been helping y'all, that y'all watching my videos. I don't want y'all to watch the old videos. I got new ones for y'all. So in today's video, I'm giving you the absolute rundown of how to survive FAMU. I actually got a list of about, I want to say 100 things, basically how to survive FAMU, everything you need to know. Things I wish I came in knowing as a freshman that people don't tell you. And I have it kind of sectioned off. I'll put like on the screen here somewhere the timestamps actually, but I have one for like just general, honest truth, school life, student life, living quarters, campaigning, and I have the parent section at the end. All in which is stuff you need to know. For the parent section, if you are a parent watching me, skip to the end and then come back and listen to what your kids are hearing.
Period.
Before we get into the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below if you're the class of 27 or if you're just coming to FAMU, period. Follow me on all social medias. All at ItsReallyMax, literally everything. I post a lot of FAMU content. If you go on my page, it just screams involved. It screams rattler. It screams 2 claps and a strike. But like I said, this is going to be the honest truth. Yes, I'm kind of portraying the student leadership aspect here, but that doesn't mean I'm sugarcoating anything. But like I said, go do all of that stuff before we get into the video. And let's get right into the video. Okay, y'all, so like I said, I have it sectioned off in like 5 categories. I haven't really went over it, so if there's something that needs to be added, I'll just come back in later on and add it to the end of the section. We're gonna start with the honest truth / just general advice and just anything you need. I need to look at the camera. What am I doing? Number 1 is prepare to be humbled. As soon as you get here, you will be humbled. I don't care, what you may think. You're just gonna be humbled. You're gonna get here, you're gonna think you're the sugar in iced tea because of what you were in high school. And nobody really cares about that.
Who made this?
Nobody cares. Your professors don't care. These organizations don't care. I'm not trying to scare you, but whether that's walking to class and you have to go up them hills every day, you're just gonna realize you're out of shape, to whether you try to talk to a girl and she's just like,
hell no, I wanna holler at no motherfucking trick. Y'all over there smelling like bunk and Hennessy. Hell no.
Number 2. A lot of stuff you just have to figure out on your own. Unfortunately, you are becoming an adult. I don't want to say unfortunately, but fortunately, you're becoming an adult. And with that being said, you're gonna have to step up into those shoes. And there's just a lot of stuff that they don't teach you here that you would just have to unfortunately learn on your own, whether that's from how to get things situated with financial aid or sending out emails, who to go to contact this person about this, or how to get help. You're just going to have to find that out on your own. Fortunately enough, I came in the summer for ASB and I was given a peer mentor, so a lot of them answered my questions, the questions you guys are going to ask. Like, I had help, thank God, but even then it was just still some stuff. I'm just sitting there like it's rocket science. I just can't figure it out. Not to scare you, there definitely is help. Don't be afraid to ask, but for the most part, you're just going to have to learn on your own. Number 3, document everything. Literally every single thing you do. Every time you speak to somebody, write their name down. Every time they say something to you, write down what they're saying. The time you spoke to them, the day you spoke to them, and what the topic was about. Take a picture of the emails you sent, the emails you received. Just screenshot it, just because somebody's going to say you never said this. And when you can pull this up, it's like, well, culture. Recently, they tried to make me pay $700. They put a boot on my car and I was parked in a handicap. I have a handicap sticker. They tried to make me pay $700. I say, no.
No, ma'am.
I talked to this person. He told me it was okay. He'll register my car. Everything was fine. If I don't see this ticket, it wasn't there. Never seen the ticket. They tried to stack stuff. They just tried to hit me. Boop, boop, boop. Just tried to hit me. And it was just like, I'm not paying this.
No, ma'am.
So I hit him with the receipt. Got that cleared down to like 30 or like $75 to $30. Number 4, you're going to go broke, so save. I don't care how much money you come here with. you're going to go broke. There's been times where it's just like, where'd my money go? Where'd my money go? I don't have any money. Broke. You're just not gonna have any money. You're gonna go to these parties, they're gonna charge you $10, $15, $20 to get in. You're gonna have to take Ubers if you don't have a car. Broke. I was balling out with DoorDash, I'm not gonna lie. That's where all my money went. Because it was just like, Miss Independent. I was independent and it was just like, I got my own crib. Let me order some pizza. Let me order some Zaxby's. Let me order some Chick-fil-A. Then once you realize we have Chick-fil-A's and all that stuff on campus, you just gonna go to splurging. Like I said, start working now before you come in the fall. Save up all you can. I don't care how many fits you think you may need. Save your money for when you get here. Number 5, closed mouths don't get fed. You're on FAMU campus, like I said, it's time for you to step into those shoes of being an adult. If you don't bring something forth, it just won't get situated. You have to speak up. Nobody's gonna do anything for you here. Nobody. Number 6, FAMU is very political. Not to scare you, but it's just like, it's very political. Every little thing you do will be watched, it will be judged. People go based off of your Instagram followers, how you carry yourself. It's very political. It's very political. Basically, let's say if I was to spend a lot of time around Mr. FAMU, people would see that and be like, well, he's only hanging out with him because he wants to be Mr. FAMU. Or let's say you go to an organization's event, and they give you something and you post on your Instagram story, thank you. People are watching you. Oh, now that you want to be this, now you want to be that. You have to watch what you do because it plays out your next role. It's a game of chess in it. Everything you do is like you're moving your piece. It really brings down the value of FAMU. The political list. Number 7, there's a process for everything. Just being out in the open here, I said I'm gonna be transparent. Anything you wanna join, there is some type of process for. I'm not speaking of like hazing or anything of that nature.
No, ma'am.
But there is some type of process. And when you say, well, what the hell is a process? Just expect to have to put in work in order to actually join the organization. Everybody got some type of information they want you to learn. Everybody got some type of event they want you to go to, or events they want you to go to before you can officially say this, that, and third. You're gonna have to build with whoever you're with. That's just with every organization. Some organizations don't want you to post on social media, you know. Number 8, most organizations require a 2.5 or higher to join. They don't do 2.444. They don't care if you came in with a 3.9. If you don't have a 2.5, you will not be able to join. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Period.
Don't try to campaign and you know your GPA is below that, because you're gonna spend thousands. And then when they, you know, do a little background check, it's just like, no, you can't campaign anymore. And then it's like, you think you can get around it, but you can't, because every time you go to a organization's event, they're gonna ask for a resume, and then they're gonna ask for your transcript, both in which your GPA is on. You can lie on the resume about your GPA, but when they open up that transcript and see the official documents, you're a mess. 2.5 or higher. Say it with me. 2.5 or higher. 2.5 or higher. 2.5 or higher. Hello. They'll tell you 2.5. Really, in secret, their GPA requirements are 3.0, 3.2, 3.3. 2.5 is just escape.
Who made this?
Number 9, fill out applications on the first day it goes out. As soon as the housing application drop, you should be the first person to submit your housing for the next semester. Just be the first to fill out everything. For example, FAFSA, it's financial aid, it's free money. You should be doing this October 1st, 12 o'clock in the morning, whenever it drops. You should be one of the first people to fill it out. You know what's coming up. Have your mama get her taxes ready.
You know what's coming up, sweetheart. Every year, October 1st.
Number 10, be discreet. If you want to join something, nobody needs to know that. Don't announce it. Don't tell your friends. FAMU screams discretion, 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 but nobody has it.
Who made this? Very delicious.
Second, somebody hears you want to join this community service org or that org or this, that, and third. It's just going to hinder your chances of joining whatever that is. Nobody wants somebody that's like, oh, well, I know he wants to be a YouTuber. I know he wants to do this. I know. How do they know this? You know. Number 11, bring business clothes and business casual clothes. Regardless of if you have any expectations of doing this, that, and third, there's going to be something you do that is going to require you to put on a suit or a dress. It just is what it is. Number 12, save your flex bucks. Flex bucks is what you get when you purchase a meal plan. A meal plan is basically to get like the cafe food or whatever that is. And then flex bucks is like real money and you can buy real stuff. Whether that's from Wingstop, Chick-fil-A, Tropical Smoothie, you can use that money to buy that stuff. And I think depending on the meal plan, you either get like $100 or $400 worth of flex bucks. Save it, because when you get here on campus, you're gonna see that money, you're gonna spend through it. Wingstop every night, Tropical Smoothie every morning, you're gonna be balling. And then when it comes out to the middle of the school year, you're gonna have no money, you're gonna be hungry. When putting things on your to-do list, give yourself a deadline. Set your deadline of 11:59 p.m. that night or the next day. It'll help you get it done quicker. Leave a digital footprint. Like I said, that means to just document everything, screenshot things digitally. Anything you get digitally, screenshot. Leave a digital footprint of the conversations you have. That way you can just have some type of receipt. This is very important. When you come here, have all important documents printed out and in something safe. So bring your birth certificate, your Medicaid card, your Social Security card. Just bring all of that good stuff, whether that's, just bring it. From time to time, I have to pull it out, whether that's to check my Social Security card or get my Medicaid card or birth certificate or get them kids some documents. Number 16, set an alarm for Fried Chicken Wednesday. Fried Chicken Wednesday is probably the best day out of the week to eat. Set an alarm because you're going to miss it. Number 17, you mess up in the beginning of the semester, you're done. Don't be skipping class in the beginning of the semester. Don't miss out on them assignments, because the assignments that you get a 0 on in the beginning will hinder you at the end. Number 18 is to become friends with your RAs. For a plethora of reasons, you might need them one day really badly and they won't charge you or they won't fine you or something. I know I locked my keys in my room a couple times and when they could have charged me, they didn't. So number 19 will be to set alarms when you leave your laundry. I don't know what incarnation or just why y'all will wash clothes and just leave y'all laundry all day.
But not around here, Pop.
Somebody gonna take your clothes out, your wet clothes at that. They're gonna take it out the washer and sit it right on top and just wait for that mildew to grow. It's just gonna wait, it's just gonna be soggy, just nasty. So when you start them clothes and you see 60 minutes or you see 45 minutes, hey Siri, set an alarm for 45 minutes from now. She ain't really speaking my phone on silent, but you get the point. The next part will be school life, which is just like class and any of that nature. So the first thing for school life is don't buy books until after the first week of school. You want to make sure you read all your syllabus and just make sure you know exactly what you need to buy. And oftentimes by the end of that week, that professor just may say they don't want y'all to read that. So, it's always best to wait. And then we have things like Rattler packs and book vouchers. So just wait till the end of the week to see if you get any emails regarding that to lower the cost of you having to buy those books. Number 2 will be grade percentages matter. 15% is a huge chunk of your grade. Every time you start a new class, you will get something called a syllabus. You should know what that is, but if you don't, it's just basically all the information you're gonna wanna know to do with that class. There's always a grade tab somewhere in there that lets you know what is worth what. So whether that's homework is 10% or big test or 50%, that 10% will weigh you down. Like them tests, it's no joke. That stuff will weigh you down. My God, I can't even stress it enough. Number 3, when you come here, you want to have, I can't talk, slow down. Number 3, when you come here, you're going to want to have good email etiquette. For example, if you don't know what that is, email etiquette is basically how you structure your emails and basically how you're talking to whoever you are emailing. You don't want to type in all caps. You're going to want to have a signature and you're going to always want to start off with like good morning or good evening, so-and-so. I hope this email finds you well. I was wondering if you could help me with this. Things of that nature. Always include who you are, what grade you're in or what class you're from, what time of that class you are from. So whether that's I'm from your EMC 1102 class at 9:30 a.m. or 10 o'clock p.m. or whatever. Make sure you include what class you're in. Make sure it's clear what you are hitting that person up for. And at the end of your emails, make sure you include a signature. Your first name, your last name, your student number, your major, and just any other, bogus information. Like I said, email these people like they're humans. Don't say, what up, cuz? Who are you talking to? Number 4, check emails before you go to class. Teachers like to cancel when the crack of dawn. They like to cancel 2 minutes before class or an hour before. Make sure you check your emails Especially if you live in towers, you have to walk across campus. Number 5, if you miss class, you will have to email the dean in order to get an excused absence. Again, you have to email the teacher, and the dean of your specific major and tell them why you missed class and provide proof in order to get it excused. Number 6, use a GPA calculator. Put your class, how many credits that class applies to, and the percentage you have in that class. The little computer, whatever, the programming will add it all up and give you your expected GPA. Let's say we're in fall. Relax. Talking too fast, relax. Let's say we're in the spring semester. When you go to that GPA calculator, enter in your fall semester stats and then enter in your spring semester stats. And then it'll add the fall and the spring semester up and give you your overall GPA. Number 7, dress nicely on the first day of class. I personally like to wear a suit or some type of business professional because it just makes a statement. And then if you want to be like a student leader, let's say like Royal Court, SGA, they don't tell you that, but they dress up. They be dressing up on the first day of school. So wear something business professional or just something appropriate. Don't go in there with no booty shorts. Hey professor, I'm Emily from Palm Beach Lakes High School. He gonna look at you like you on crack. Number 8, utilize professor's office hours. Office hours is basically the meeting you can have with your professor. And that's after class. They'll be on Zoom from like 2 to 4. You can enter in that Zoom and ask them any questions you may have. Don't wait until the end of the semester to try to talk to them. Number 9, don't be scared to email twice. If you have to email a third time, tag your department chair or dean.
Period.
Sometimes teachers don't want to respond to you. They'll act like they don't see your message, and then you'll have to send a follow-up email.
Just following up with you. I hope this email finds you, blah, 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 blah.
If they don't respond then, tag their boss, which is your dean or the department chair, whatever that is. I bet you, come that third time, when you tag that dean or whoever, they'll respond to you. Moving on, you need minimum school supplies. The most I need every day is my laptop. I don't use nothing else. I just take my laptop out and I work. You don't want to have like a pencil or a pen and probably some loose sheet of paper. That's about it. You don't need nothing else. Don't come here, you got sticky notes and highlighters, pencil box. 11, save your absences. You get 3 or 4. And then after that, the teachers are obligated to, not obligated, but they can fail you. If they want to, they can just fail you. Or if they want to drop your grade, two grades at the end of the semester, they can. Make sure you're saving it. Don't just, I don't feel like getting up, so I'm not going to go to class. Wasted it. Let me make sure my phone ain't cracked now, trying to be funny. This all I want to say. Nothing but the truth. Number 12, get a good laptop. If you can't afford one, that is totally fine. The school doesn't provide laptops, but get a good laptop. If you have enough money, get a MacBook or just something that is super fast, has a lot of storage, you'll be straight. Number 14, don't get 8 a.m.s. I know you're like, well, hell, Max, I'm in high school. I wake up at 6 a.m. every day for high school. When you get here, them 8 a.m.s, it just feels so different. I don't care how productive you think you are. Don't get 8 a.m. Trust me, you're gonna start out so good. When I tell you you're gonna be up at 6:45, I'm talking about starting your day productive. And as the semester go on, you're gonna lose that little motivation you started out.
Look at me, I'm a freshman. Go 27.
And then as the semester go on, you're gonna just lose that little energy. You're gonna lose that 2 claps in a rapid strike and you ain't gonna wanna go to class. Number 15, or the pros and cons. Pros, you end your classes early because you have them in the morning. Cons, like I said, you're gonna lose that energy, you're just gonna stop going. The last one I have for the school life is to maintain your grades in the summer. You're probably gonna only be taking 3 classes if you're a part of ASB or something of that nature. Those 3 classes weigh a lot. In high school you took 7 classes or whatnot, so you have a lot of, support for that GPA. You can afford to fail a class, and then your 6 other classes will still have you with a 3.5. Focus. You're gonna get here, you're gonna see a lot of booty, a lot of men, a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of, everything. It's gonna be so much eye candy, you're just gonna be in the room just, wow, look at her. You're gonna be like, wow, look at her. And the next thing you know, you'll be looking at booty all day. You're gonna forget about that 11:59 assignment. And now the girl with the booty passed her class and you screwed. You're not returning for the fall. So do what you gotta do. Handle your business. Come back in the fall. All right, y'all. I have a couple more for the school life aspect. One being to download GroupMe. GroupMe is just like this universal texting app that you can use to text a large amount of people at once. So whether that's from a whole entire class or your org or this, that, and third, you're just going to use GroupMe. And then that leads me into the next one, which is to create a GroupMe for your class. So as soon as you walk into that class, you should be making conversation. And then before that class is over, the class should have created a GroupMe. We're gonna move on to the student life. This is the one y'all really are gonna wanna hear. This is the good, juicy stuff. This is the juicy stuff. This is the unsugar-coated stuff. If you are a parent and you're listening to the student life part, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. So number one of the student life category is digital footprints is real. Watch what you post. This is a social media oriented generation. Everything you post, somebody's gonna see. Watch what you post on your close friends. Everything is not as secure as you may think. Let's say, for example, you're at a party and you're posting a story from that party of you with a cup and you're drinking or you're singing the middle finger. Gang, 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 gang. Just drink it, just drink it, just drink it. Next week, you go to this org, like, hey, I want to join. They're gonna be like, is this you? I know a girl, she trying to be a senator. She on her TikTok, posting all types of stuff. Just out of this real outrageous stuff. But when you come here, 2022, 2023, academic year. It's like, girl, you put it on the front.
Hold on.
People know you don't act like that. Number two is watch who you mess with your freshman year. This is a big one. This is a big one. Watch who you mess with your freshman year. Now, one person you mess with is gonna mess it up for you for the rest of your year. Especially those student leaders. Don't talk to those student leaders, but watch who you mess with. When I say mess with, I mean talk to, date. Number three is to stay away from student leaders and upperclassmen. Don't mess with these student leaders. Don't mess with these student leaders. Nobody can hold their water and it always gets around and then there's a scandal. And then the next one will be known upperclassmen. Don't talk to these people that's too known. Like I said, everybody gonna be watching. Everybody that mess with that person is just... Number four, be mindful of how you act at parties. Yes, it's okay to turn up. We're all college students. We have our fun. But when you go there, make sure you're not getting blacked out drunk or just doing some crazy stuff. You're not getting picked up by a queue. Because that stuff follows you. Everybody's gonna be out there just like this. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Number five, these parties never stop. You're not missing out on anything. Do not prioritize these parties over your schoolwork. We will have 10,000 juice jams. We will have 10,000 frat parties, 10,000 darties. What else we got? Freakniks. It's the same Kodak Black songs. It's the same DJs, the same people. Yeah, the party gonna be turned, but there's many more turn parties to come. Number six is Set Fridays is only lit after 2 p.m. Technically, I believe Set Friday starts at like 12 or like 11. Don't go early because nobody is ever out there until like 2 p.m. Early bird gets the worm, not with Set Friday. FAMU is a fashion school. Yes, people like to put on fits, but it's okay to go to class in your sweats. Personally, I like to dress up. You'll never really catch me in like my pajamas or anything, but I have my days, you know, where I just throw on like a sweatsuit or something. You don't have to dress up to go to class every day. Put on some sweatpants and a hoodie and your Crocs and go to class. The hub is better than the cab. The cab is basically that side of campus dining room area. That's the main area you can eat at. That's where the bookstore is. That's where bottom cab is with like Wingstop, the good stuff. The hub is basically the dinner area for towers. 10 times better than the cab. You want to go there for Fried Chicken Wednesday, all types of stuff. Number 9, fellas, consent is key. Consent is key. Consent is key. You kissing some girl in your car, and y'all making out, doing all, you know, all the good stuff, whatever y'all want to do. If y'all doing it, that doesn't mean you have the same consent as what she gave you in the car to carry on to your room. If she go up to your room and, you know, just because y'all was kissing in the car, don't mean y'all can progress in the room, you know. Acts again. Consent is key because the second you make somebody feel uncomfortable and they say you is weird, the allegations are just gonna follow you. It's just gonna follow you and now you're an adult. You're going to prison, okay? Prison. Consent is key, okay? We don't play that stuff right here on my channel. Number 10, when you go to a party with people, leave with those same people. Do know that they are grown though. What I mean by that is go to a party with a friend, leave with that friend. Never go to these parties alone because there's always gonna be locals there. There's gonna be creeps. you know, people that don't ask for consent, go with a group of people. Make sure y'all locational and make sure y'all know where each other is, you know, or are, whatever the word is. But when I say do know that that person is grown, because let's say you go with one of your girlfriends and you trying to go, you like, let's go, let's go, let's go. And she telling you she want to leave with this boy. Try to convince her not to. Like, tell her you're not going for that crap. You don't know this boy. You just met this boy. It's not safe. But after you spend like 30 minutes or whatever, after you constantly tell her to let's go, and she tell you no,
She belongs to the streets.
let the girl go. You can only do so much, okay? Those group chats that you're creating right now with those random family kids you never met a day in your life that you will meet up with when you all get to campus, it's gonna be super, super fun. It's gonna be super fun, hella fun. But something is gonna happen and it's going to break up that friendship. Whether y'all start sleeping with each other within that friend group or cliques start to form, something is going to happen. Personally, my group chat, I still talk to all of them, but we're not a group chat anymore. Number 12 is to use protection and always ask for proof of STD testing. This is Tallahassee, has the highest STD rates, I believe, in Florida, or this area, just, I believe in Florida, period. I think that's what it said. Highest STD rates, regardless. You're gonna be in college now, y'all doing it now in high school, you're probably gonna do it when you get here. So make sure you're using protection and make sure you're asking for a test result. When the last time you did something with somebody? How many people have they messed with since they got tested? And then if you ask for their test result, they say, well, they said I was negative, but I don't have the paper.
No, ma'am.
If they can't show you proof, don't sleep with them. I don't care if they look like Prince Charming or Cinderella herself. Number 13, stay away from the grown locals. When you go to parties and stuff, there's gonna be a lot of people who just can't let go of the college life. Parties here are like actual clubs, so there's gonna be other people there. There's gonna be people that are smoking, there's gonna be people, just stay away from them. Stay with your college friends, stay in the middle with the rest of the college kids, and have your fun. Number 14, you are going to see eye candy. Stay strong. Stay strong. There's gonna be somebody who is attractive. It just is what it is. Stay strong. Number 15, if you have things you know you're not supposed to have in your room, hide your stuff. That could really go with the living quarters part of this video, but I'll just answer this now. Let's say, for example, you have any type of illegal substance, whether that's a bottle or whatever you do on your own time. That's on you. That ain't my business, because I don't do that stuff. Not here on this channel. Make sure that stuff is somewhere, you know, private. Number 16, somebody is always watching. I don't care where you are, somebody is watching you. When you try to run for something and you're like, well, my character is so great. I'm so gracious, humbly invited to serve, to be your next queen. And you're like, sweetheart, you did that like this. I see how you got that pop, man. This is one of the most important ones to me. It says, do not let people's public image and perception on campus make you feel like you're not enough. Everyone here are still college students and have a personal life too. They party, they drink, they curse too. I don't care how royal you think somebody is. You'll bump into a few of them at the parties. You know, they having their fun, they doing their thing. You know, they got on their best fit. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you can never be this because you be going out to party. Like, what? They do that too. It's like, we're all students. All right, y'all, so that's all I have for the student life aspect for now. The next part will be the living quarters. I'm gonna just go quick with this one. I actually don't have a lot because I didn't really get too in-depth with this. But number one for the living quarters aspect will be to email your roommates. So when you get your housing assignment, you're going to basically receive what side of the room you're on, as well as who your roommate is, their full name. You can copy and paste their name into the FAMU, I guess, email or whatnot, and then it'll pop up like their email, and then you can text them and be like, you know, hey, what's up? I'm your roommate for the fall. Here's my number, hit me up, or here's my Instagram. That's how you can contact your roommates. Number two, you can still have air fryers and all of that good stuff they tell you can't have. Just know when to hide it. I've been in a couple RA rooms and they have air fryers themselves. So it's just like, you know, you just gotta know when to hide it. They'll tell you when the room chat's coming up. They legally can't open up your stuff. So put that air fryer up. Number three, bring a medicine cabinet. You're gonna be on your own, you get sick, anything can happen. Whether it's cough drops, or any type of medicine, sore throat, whatever. Just have something to make sure you're straight. Number 4, the wall paint is very cheap, so watch what you hang up. Yes, you can put stuff on there, but depending on how strong your tape is, when you go to pull it off, it may take the wall off with it, and you will have to pay that fee. So what I personally do is I have a steamer, and I'll just steam the wall and wait for whatever adhesive I have on there to make it stick, to loosen up, and then I'll gently get it off. If you do use a steamer of some sort, do note that the wall paint will start to drip. It may look really bad at first, but the wall paint will dry and you won't tell it's there. When I first got here, I was ripping the wall badly and actually had to buy my own paint, repaint the wall, so I wouldn't have to be fined. Number 5, towers is the best, but the furthest dorm living facility. Like, I'm literally in a lounge right now. They got gaming chairs. This is the suburbs, but it's the furthest from literally everything. All of campus is on that side. You have to walk. It takes like 15 minutes to get to class. And then if you're a last minute Louis, you're gonna have some trouble getting to class. You're gonna be late. If you have a car, it'll make living in towers a whole lot easier. But Santa Young is where I stay now. It is the best location on campus because it's in a stack middle of literally everything. It's pros and cons to each place where you live, so just choose wisely. If you're living in like Palmettos and things of that nature, you're gonna wanna have a car. Yes, we have like the Venom, but it's very unreliable. Number 6, if you live in a communal bathroom, you're gonna wanna buy toilet seat papers, which it looks like this. I actually use these. It makes it a lot more easier and quicker to just take it out and just lay it on the toilet and boom, you can sit out. You don't have to grab 14 sheets of toilet paper and put it down nicely. It'll just save you some time, especially when you have to go. Number 7, set boundaries with your roommate. I cannot stress this enough. After you email that roommate and you get their Instagram or their number, start talking to them and build a relationship. And after that relationship is kind of built, ask them, what are some things you're uncomfortable with or you don't want to be in the room, or, just so I can have a better understanding of things of that nature, just to be respectful. For example, I've had a potential roommate ask me if I was okay with them, I guess, smoking in the room, and I said no, and they respected it. So living with somebody you don't like is one of the worst things possible. And then it's just gonna be so awkward. And speaking of establishing those boundaries with your roommate, do not let your roommates overuse the can I have a room for this amount of time, can I have a room for that amount of time, because they wanna see Nunu and Tutu. Like, no. If you try to go to sleep, tell them no. Like, it is what it is. I know my first roommate, he would ask me to use the room a couple times. I would say, yeah, because I'm just that cool of a dude. But it got down to a point to where it's just like, no, I'm tired. Who do you think you are to tell me I can't come back into where I lay my head at? Not around here, partner. As of now, I don't really have anything else for the living quarters. So we're just gonna move on to the campaign aspect. And this aspect is pretty much for all of my, for all of my students who want to pursue, all of my students, who am I, Mr. Professor? This is for all the incoming students who want to pursue that student leadership aspect and will have to campaign in the future. Number 1 is, it is expensive. You would have to spend a couple hundred on campaigning. Whether you like it or not, certain things you're gonna wanna wear during that campaign week. You're gonna wanna have certain events, certain things you wanna give out, photo shoot, graphics, all of that good stuff. That stuff adds up. You think that stuff is cheap, that stuff adds up. It is possible to campaign on a budget and still win. I've seen it done before. You don't always have to spend a bag, but it is really expensive, especially when you're going for one of those big positions like Mr. Famu, Mrs. Famu, Miss, Freshman, Sophomore, Junior, Senior, Graduate Attendant. Why is my nose stuck? Number 2, campaign week is very messy. Be prepared for people to judge and to talk about you and to root for their friends and to not root for you. It just is what it is. You're campaigning because of what you want, the change you want to make. And not everybody has to agree with that. It is what it is. So when you go into campaigning, make sure you go in with the clear mindset that you're going to win. Don't worry about what the next person is doing or saying about you, because most people don't have the courage to campaign, period. Most people don't have the courage to be a leader, period. Let all of that stuff go in one ear and out the other. Number 3, be discreet about your intentions. Like I said before, if you want to run for class president, don't tell everybody. If you want to run for Miss Freshman through Graduate Attendant, don't tell anyone. If you want to run for Mr. or Mrs. or King of Orange and Green, Queen of Orange and Green. Don't tell anyone, only the people you're most comfortable with who you know can hold their water. Once people start to know what you're going for, they're going to prey on your downfall. Number 4 is to know your why. Don't be just trying to run so you can be out there on the field, out there waving like this, or you got your Leroy court wave, whatever they do. People can tell when you out there just for the title. Know your why. Number 5, start making those genuine connections. Build friendships. Don't just be trying to be in people's face because of what you might can use them for later. Like, actually talk to them. Be genuine, because people will realize like, oh, you were just talking to me because you want to use me or you just want to be close. Like, no, build those friendships because you're going to need those exact same people come later. And how can you sell being genuine to a mass majority of the school when you can't even be genuine to the ones in your inner circle?
Hold on.
Number 6, show your face around campus. Go to events. People are going to want to see you. You're going to try to lead a class and the class has never seen you. And it's just, who are you? Show your face a little bit. Number 7, don't wait to host events. If you want to host something in the summer, for example, I did like a finals week breakfast preparation and whatnot. Come out and grab a Krispy Kreme donut. Woody, woody, woo. As soon as you have the idea, finalize, go through with it. Or somebody's going to beat you to it. You're just going to be a sad camper. It is what it is. Number 8, plan early. Be discreet, but start planning early. That way when the time approaches, you're ready. Number 9, remember the 2.5 GPA requirement. They don't do 2.49999. No.
No, ma'am.
If you do not have the GPA, they will pull you mid-campaign week after you already declared. They're going to tell you you're incapable of running due to your GPA. You're just going to have to drop out. Number 10, you're going to want to build a core team and a general team. On your core team, your closest friends, people you know really going to ride with you. General team is just going to be like everybody you know. You're going to have a group being like 200 plus people in it. That way when you drop those flyers, you can say, hey y'all, everybody repost this. More media coverage, things of that nature. Like I said, build those genuine connections. That way you will have people using your groupie and stuff like that. Number 11, FAMU is a graphic and speech orientated school. You can be the most qualified person in the room, but if your graphics don't eat and you mess up on your declaration speech, nobody will respect your campaign. You just lost. These graphics ain't. If you get out there and your speech sucks, but your graphic eats, it'll kind of outweigh the other. But number 12, do not read Fizz or feed into the negativity. Fizz is an anonymous app to where you can just post whatever you want. And it can be real messy. They can post whatever you want about you, and now the whole school sees it. So try to stay off of that app and not feed into it. It's gonna get swallowed up. Number 13, work on your public speaking. You're gonna have to speak to a lot of people. You're going to have to network. You're gonna have to have a speech in front of the whole school. Make sure you're doing what you gotta do. All right, y'all, it's nighttime. It's like 12:06. I filmed that video around like 5. I had to pause because my camera died, and then I started to basically pack up, which is why you see like boxes and nothing on my wall. My room is like, there's nothing in here, it looks a mess. But just to continue where I left off, your speech. Your declaration speech is basically when you declare what you're running for. So you'll basically go on Instagram Live, or if it's in person, you'll be in front of who's ever there. There could be about 500 people on there at a time, 600, who knows. And basically you give a speech and sell it. You're selling it to the class. Make sure you know how to talk, because if you don't know how to talk, it's a bad look. And last but not least, be genuine. We can tell when you just in it for the title. Point blank, period. You can't be that mean person throughout the year, and then during that week, you in everybody's face, smirking in their face, just trying to get a vote. And then last but not least, you got the parent section. Parents, I told you before, there would be a section just for you. I need y'all to listen closely to this. Listen closely to this. I'm gonna put y'all on beat and just give y'all about 6 little tips of what y'all just need to do now that your baby is in college. Number 1, your child is a young adult.
Treat them like one.
It's time for you to let them go a little bit. Treat them kids like an adult. You don't need to hover over them every time they do something. Around this time, they find it themselves. They might start drinking. They might start doing this. Oh, well. You can't stop it. You may yell at them the day before, and there may be a frat party the next day. You can't stop nothing. Try to create boundaries. If you got that relationship with your daughter or son, create a boundaries. Say, I know you drinking. Make sure you tone it down a little bit, or you're doing it safe, They're at the age where you can no longer tell them who they can date or where they can go or where they need to be at, because you can't stop nothing. Don't be hawking their location. Let them be. Just have talks with them. Make sure they're being safe. Make sure when they go to parties, they're with people, like I said. Number 2, like I just said, give them their space. Don't be hovering over them. Don't be calling them every day, every 5 hours. Give them kids a space.
Period.
Give them a space. There's no reason why you should be asking them what they wear in the class and who they talk to. Like, no. You may want calls every day. If it's every other day, every 3 days, you know, that's okay. Shoot them a text here and there, but y'all don't have to speak every day. I try to call my mom every day, every other day, you know, something like that. But number 3, if you want to check grades or be able to find out information, do the FERPA plan. And if you don't know what the FERPA plan is, it's basically FAMU legally cannot give you any information dealing with us. So what the FERPA plan is basically your son or daughter and you both sign some type of form telling FAMU that, you know, we're allowing you to be in on our information. After that, you can see any documents. You can talk to financial aid about problems. If your child tells you no, they don't want you on that plan, they don't want you in that business, whatever source of income you're giving that child, cut it off.
Period.
Once we lose our money, we're gonna come running back to you. It just is what it is. I'm gonna just tell y'all how it is. Don't be mad at me. Number 4, send your child random cash apps. It's college. Send these kids some money. Like, what are you doing? We need money. We need money. Number 5, send encouraging messages here and there. It's college. It's very depressing, very overwhelming. You're gonna take a lot of L's. Like I said, you're gonna be humble. We're gonna need some type of encouraging words to keep going. I know my mom, she randomly purchased me things off of Amazon, and then she'll like leave a note telling me to keep going, or scripture, God got us, or trust in God. Every L brings you closer to a W. Just something small like that. And it really makes a difference. And number 6, as previously stated, your child is becoming a young adult. So support your child's growing desires and decisions. Or if your daughter wants to grow up and dye her hair pink, join this organization, become part of this sorority, so be it. You can only say no to so much. Support them. Give your little opinion, but say, I'm gonna support you along the way. It's not your place to talk down on your child and be that person in their life to hinder them from being who they are. Whether it may pain you to see your son get his nose pierced, it's what he wants. That's all I gotta say to you. Anyways, y'all, this was my FAMU tips for how to survive FAMU. I've been creating this list for literally over a year, probably a couple months actually, of everything I just been experiencing, just to let y'all know, put y'all on beat of what is to come. If I have anything else I randomly think of, I'll add it into this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification down below to be notified when I post a new video. If you are FAMU 27, put it in the comments. Congratulations on making it to the heights of 7 hills. Prepare to be humble, but prepare to have fun. I really know what to tell you. See you on the hill.